When I first heard a live-action remake of How to Train Your Dragon was in the works, I knew a storm was a-brewing. We've all seen what that mouse can do, and yeah, disappointing has been the default and mediocrity has been the exception. But this time it's DreamWorks, and they're retelling the story of one remarkably handsome Viking all over again. And if this does well, this changes everything. So where else to start than the beginning? That iconic first look at Berk in the opening monologue. All great. It felt real. Almost like I had been there before. The houses, the sky, the water. Everything was perfect. The village folk? They looked a little bit more polished than I remember. Straighter teeth, cleaner beards. But the casting still captured the spirit of Berk. Loud, stubborn, and hilariously wrong about almost everything. The kind of people who see a fire-breathing creature and think, let's kill it with an axe and call it tradition. Now, Hiccup himself, he's great. All that awkwardness I'd rather not remember, on full display. The actor really leans into the unsure, gangly awkwardness, and it works. And boy oh boy, the dragons. They look stunning, from the deadly Natter to the monstrous nightmare, Gronkle, Zippleback, and of course, the Night Fury, Toothless. You can tell they put a ton of work into getting him just right. He looks incredible, scary when he wants to be, adorable when he's begging for fish, and always moving like he's smarter than everyone else in the room. Which, let's be honest, he is. He's still got that sleek panther meets salamander look, and his expressions, spot on. When he squints at people like he's deciding whether or not to incinerate them, chef's kiss. The sideways head tilt, the tail flicks, the loafing like a cat, still perfect. And his bond with Hiccup, that's still the emotional core of everything. No matter how many flaming ships or angry Vikings are flying around, it's always about that friendship. That weird, fragile trust between two creatures who should have hated each other but didn't. Honestly, every time he looked at the camera, I felt like I owed him an apology for something. Probably because I do. Astrid, still terrifying, still ready to solve all problems with an axe. The actress they picked nailed the entire presence Astrid brings to the table. Snot loud, somehow even more punchable in live action, so perfect casting. Fish legs? I don't know. This didn't really feel all too much like fish legs, but not bad either. Different movie and a bit different interpretations of the writer's Berk. Now, Rough Nut and Tough Nut, I think they missed the mark here. I remember them being a little more thin and a little more twin, and overall more chaotic and slightly annoying than just flat out irritating. Stoick. Now, this one would have been a hard one to find an actor to play. So what do? Just go and get the real-life Stoick. Still stubborn, and still more scary than most of the dragons. The first ride with Toothless? Mesmerizing. Getting to bond? Charming and adorable. Except for the fish. That part was gross. And that moment where the hand reached out, the breath held, a reminder to why this is still one of the best stories ever told. Then comes the training area scenes. The secret late-night flights. It's all paced really well, with just the right balance of fun and tension. How about the big bad? The Red Death. In one word, massive. In another one, terrifying. Like someone stapled wings to a volcano and gave it anger issues. They didn't hold back. It looked like it could eat the cast, the crew, and the studio and still be hungry. The final battle, a little scary and very suspenseful. And when it's over, the final moment of one courageous Viking and his trusty dragon and best friend flying over new and improved Berk, it felt earned. Things aren't perfect, but they are better. And for this story, that's all it needs to be. This remake doesn't try to reinvent the wheel, but it doesn't need to. It just reminds us why we fell in love with this world in the first place. The dragons, the friendship, the idea that sometimes the bravest thing you can do is look at a giant fire-breathing monster in the eye and see a friend. If you've seen the original, you'll find plenty of moments to make you smile. If you haven't, you're in for something special. It's still one of the best stories ever told, just with some ultra-realistic CGI and a slightly shiner coat of paint. Now, if you excuse me, I'll go rewatch the flying scene for the 6th time. For research!